Hello everybody, this is Diesel here. Welcome back to another Professor Layton live stream and such. I have that toy bonnet guy here with me.
Hey everybody.
And my good friend Justin, aka Eagle Scout Myers, will be here for a bit and such. He's real busy right now, helping out setting up a graduation and such. But he said he will be popping up here and there during the stream and such. So you'll see him a little bit, and then there'll be times where he has to go help out with the graduation. So, but for now, it's just gonna be us two and such. And first off, I want to say thank you for the two people that gave this video a like and also subscribe to the channel thanks to the stream and such. So welcome aboard on the welcome aboard to my gaming channel. I hope you guys enjoy it and everything. Alrighty, so alright, so for the goal for this Layton stream is to see we're gonna finish off chapter 4 in this stream, and I'm gonna see if we can finish off chapter 5 or at least come close to chapter 5. So alrighty, let's go ahead and start the stream, and we'll fill you guys in on what happened last time. Our story so far. Layton and Luke run around town, gathering whatever information they can about the Elysian box. In their travels, they hear many rumors about strange happenings in town. However, they are unsuccessful in recovering any substantial leads regarding the Elysian box. Without any better information, the two decide to revisit the Hersian Museum. So yeah, the last time that we left off, we talked to this guy, and he said, like, there's a vampire living in a tower and such, so now we gotta worry about vampires in this town. Good. I have not played Castlevania yet, so I don't know how to handle vampires, but hopefully we can, but hopefully, you know, hopefully Layton has learned many about vampires, so we'll know what to do. Anyway, so we only got 2 more puzzles left in this game. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, since we saw the hamster mini game, now the hamster works basically like the robot dog, in which he could find hint coins for us and such. Alrighty, so yeah, we only got about yeah, like I said, we only got about.
Oh, over here.
Thank you. We only got about 2 more puzzles left to go, so alrighty.
Whoa, this place is covered in garlic. It definitely smells like it. Blech.
Yes, it's very pungent. It's a good thing I brought a handkerchief. My eyes are watery.
My nose hurts just being in here.
I'll be Garland. Finally, a customer! Come in, come in! It's been months since anyone came by the shop. My shop's been out of favor with the townsfolk recently.
Oh, I can see why. Or rather, I can smell why. It's hard to breathe, let alone shop around all this garlic. Blech.
So it smells. Big whoop. It's not here to class up the shop, you know. It's here for protection. We've got what you might call a bit of a vampire problem here in town, and garlic keeps them away, see?
Vampires? Seriously?
Do I look like I'm joking, boy? See that castle over there? That's where the freaky guy lives. At least that's what people say. I'm not saying I believe the talk, but you can never be too prepared, you know? It's just like a virus. You don't know if a virus isn't there. You don't know if a virus is actually here or if it's a made-up shit, but hey, you can still be prepared, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sort of.
Let's see here. I think that's all I can remember, so alright, let's talk to him. I think you were partial, weren't you?
Oh yeah, I had to take over.
Yeah.
I think because I think Justin didn't want to do it, so I had to take over.
Alrighty. Well, do you still want to be him, or do you want?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll do it.
Alrighty.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello, you two. Imagine seeing you here, headed to the north side of town, are you? I guess so. What's up there anyhow? Oh, nothing really. Just some old houses. I've got some letters from folks at Dropstone for him. Wow, there are people from Dropstone sending letters all the way out here? That's what I thought at first too, but something connects Dropstone to this place. It's hard to describe it in words, so I'll just leave that. I'll just leave it at that here. Whoops, I've got to dash. The mail can't just be late. Mr. Partsale, please wait a moment. Gosh, he didn't even look back once. He must be incredibly focused on delivering the mail.
Quite a perplexing individual, that one. But never mind him. For now, we must focus on our investigation.
Mail, 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 mail.
Mail time, mail time, mail time, mail time.
Oh, that's how it was because I used to watch Blue's Clues in Spanish. That's why.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I actually used to grow up with Blue's Clues. Actually, do you know? I'm sure you know the show, but you've heard of Family Guy, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course
they recently did a little parody on the Mail Time song. Literally, Peter was just literally singing the Mail Time song from Blue's Clues.
That's nice.
Yeah, you could look it up on YouTube if you're interested. Anyway,
Sure.
Look at that. The gate appears to be open now.
Well, we can finally go inside.
Alright, let's check out this museum.
Did you watch Blue's Clues with Joe or with Steve?
I grew up with the Blue's Clues with Steve and such. I did grow up the one where he was replaced by Joe, and then eventually I did also watch a little bit of the spin-off show Blue's Room when Blue started talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
When she started talking, it was like a blessing. Like finally, we can hear her speak.
I mean, I know some were split on it and such. Me personally, I didn't care too much for it, and I thought her voice was nice. And yeah, I was a little surprised too when I found out that Blue's actually a girl, not a boy.
He was a boy too, but then I found out. But when I heard Steve in the reboot, I heard Steve say, "Let us talk to her." I'm like, wait, so all this time she was a fucking female?
Yep. That was just like back in the day when Metroid first came out. A lot of people thought it was a dude under the suit, but nope, it's a woman.
Oh well.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh.
Luke, do you hear that? Two boys are actually talking about something that has nothing to do with the game.
Oh. Well, no, but that's how a lot of Let's Plays are, Professor.
What are you talking about, Luke? This is the real world.
Well, we're in a game, so. Anyway.
Yeah.
Where were we again?
You were reading this line that says, like,
No, I was to Layton. I was singing to Layton.
Okay.
Nah, where was I again? Oh, yeah. It sounds like the conductor and Mr. Beluga are arguing again.
Nothing. You don't even have so much of a lead on it? I thought I told you to find it and find it fast.
Uncle, you gotta cut me some slack. It's no piece of cake sneaking around with that ping on my tail. Plus, that professor dude from London has me now playing detective too. Keeping me in a low profile takes it out of a guy. You know what I'm saying, aren't you? My feet are killing me from all this running around. How about you let me take a break? Besides, if I get caught sneaking around like this...
You always wear a layabout, Samuel. Quit your whining and get back to the task at hand. Until you find that box, I better not hear the word break coming out of your mouth. Gosh, Mr. Beluga really let him have it. Do you think he opened up this gate too? I'm not sure, though it appears that while the gate is open, the museum itself is still closed. But let's put the discussion aside for a moment. Tell me, Luke, do you recognize a symbol at our feet? The stone has been worn down over the years, but the design is one I've seen before. It sure looks like the symbol on the book we found lying out in the street. That it does, but I'm certain I've seen something like this in another location too. But where was it? Ah, yes, now I've got it. What is it, Professor? We must locate Inspector Chumley at once. I need to see that photo he acquired from the crime scene. But this town is so big. How are we going to track him down? Well, it's quite late now. He may have returned to the hotel for the night. What do you think?
You're probably right. You're probably right. Quick, let's head back to that hotel.
Okay. The professor and Luke decided to ski back to the hotel. Alright, Luke. Where is it?
Looks like the princess is inviting us to a picnic, hey Luigi? Out him and not to spaghetti. Luigi, look! It's from Bowser.
And look, a guy that looks like E.T. It wants to be Gregoro? I'm gonna say Gregoro.
You.
Alright. Howdy!
You.
Howdy! My name's Gregoro, and I should run around in a chicken suit and go a day without chess. You wanna get on my good side and hear what I have to say? Fine, but first, a little chess. Well, this should be interesting. Don't worry, this is not like an actual chess match. But for this one, alright, so look here. Lead the knight on a trip around the board below. Chess knights move 2 squares forward and 1 square per particular on each turn. The identical direction can be up, down, left, or right. So basically, move the square around the tile board, landing each square only once. So basically what you have to do, they give you these next 2 squares for you to choose, and you can choose which one you want to use. So yeah, whichever one you want to use, just basically follow the stamps or something. The first one is actually pretty easy. It's not too bad. But the next 2 are a little bit challenging, so those I will be practicing on my own. But we won't see them till much later.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Very nice, sonny boy. What's more? There's more where that came from, but let's take a breather for now so I can yammer at you. Back in the day, this town was full of aristocratic families, but one day they just up and left. The Herschend family is pretty much the only upper crusty family left in town. Interesting. Alright, let's go. So yeah, the museum is still closed, so we can't get back there, but we can at least talk to the inspector. Running. Still running. Why can't the hotel be a little more closer? There it is. Alrighty. Do you still want me to take Inspector Chumley, or are you good?
Yes, sir. I'm still not ready.
Alrighty. Inspector.
Taking a while, I know.
That's fine. I understand. Let me drink some water, too. Anyway. Inspector, there's something I need to ask you. Can you spare just a moment? Oh, Layton, I've seen you've been busy. I didn't think you managed to solve 50 puzzles so soon. Let's talk to him again. I hear you've been very busy sniffing around town for clues. Tell me, has your search yielded any genuine useful facts yet? Perhaps. Would you mind showing me the photo you've recovered from the doctor's apartment? Oh, am I to understand there's a clue to be found in that photo? Well, I see you've solved 50 puzzles so far, so I can tell you're serious about the investigation. My top priority is solving this case, so if you think you can help, I might as well show you the thing. What the devil?
Is something the matter, sir?
There's a blasted hole in my pocket!
Oh no!
That's a big one. I've been scattering the pieces about without even noticing. This is a low point in my career. I mean, like, seriously, can I just turn around and go back? Like, I have eyes, you know? Although one of them is covering up my hair, so I guess that's why I didn't see them. It seems that all that remains of the photo is this one scrap. Yeah, we only got one scrap. There are 15 we need to find. So this is basically going to be chapter 5. Just find all the pieces of the photo.
Scrapbook, in other words?
Yeah.
Alright. I guess we'll just have to give up on never seeing that photo again, huh?
Tough to say. The pieces were still all in my pocket when we entered Folson's. I'm sure of that much. Inspector, do you recall the path you took around town over the past couple of hours? Bits of it, yes. Let's see. Alrighty. Jelmy's route.
Yummies round.
Route. Alrighty. Use what the inspector remembers to find the path he took through town. Well, only one turn I made was at an intersection with the cafe on it. Oh, and I also passed in front of one hat shop. Oh, and one flower shop too. I didn't walk any further than necessary. Now that you've heard his recollection, can you trace the route the inspector took through town? Yes, we can. This was one of them I had to look it up too, because, again, I hate these kind of puzzles and such. Because sometimes I don't even know, like, you know, what kind of line you want me to draw. But basically, this is the route he took. So just go down twice, go to the left about twice, go down, go left, and there you go. But basically almost like making like some kind of long-ass stair.
Yeah.
This should do the trick. Wonderful.
Alrighty. Now let's go find those photo scraps. And then after leaving the northeast corner of town, I came straight back to the hotel. That should be enough information to get started. Thank you. Though did you really have to tell us you stopped at the brothel of all places? Seriously, I have a child here. Come, Luke. Let's see if we can't recover the pieces of that photo by retracing the inspector's steps.
What's so important about the photo, Professor?
Well, I mean, it's in the mystery, so it has to be important, Luke. And you and I found it, and you were the one that said, and you were the one that told the inspector we need to see it, and he slammed the door at your face. I'm unsure of the photo's contents, but I have every confidence that it will lead us to the Elysian box.
Say no more. I'm sold. After all, your institution never fails. Let's hurry to the northeast corner. I think we can get through the little path where that bulldog was sitting. Hopefully.
Yes, let's. I'll lead the way. So yeah, we are basically just going to be running back throughout the town, but there is going to be one new location we'll see in the next chapter. The professor and Luke decided to investigate the northeast corner of town. Alright, so yeah, we'll save. Alright, now for this chapter, there are only 20 puzzles in here. Shadows of the Street Corner. And we got our first two right here.
There's 7 chapters.
Sorry, what was that?
So there's 7 chapters in the game?
Yeah, there's 7 chapters. So right now, if we do finish chapter 5 in this stream, then we only got 2 more chapters left to worry about.
Right.
Yeah, but like I said, chapter 6 is pretty long, so I know once we get to chapter 6, that's definitely going to be split into 2 parts.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's not super long, but like, you know, it is still pretty long, and knowing us and our luck with puzzles, it is going to have to be split into 2 parts. But once we get done with chapter 6, that's when we're going to have our finale.
Alright.
Alrighty, you were Barton. Do you still want to be Barton?
Yeah.
Alright.
Keep this under your hats, but that hole is in the inspector's pocket? A dog did that.
A dog, officer? What dog?
Inspector Chelney had alteration with the canning by a path but into the northeast corner of town. Clowns can sniff out people, you know. That's just more proof that he needs to be nicer.
Sir, it may be a bit prickly at times, but he's just quite kind. Would you care to hear a puzzle the inspector wants for me?
Wow, Barton, your boss really dropped in a span of a millisecond. That's amazing. Luke, why can't you do that? Professor, I'm still just a child. No excuses. Anyway. Alright, Jelmy sent his squad out to investigate an incident. Before leaving, he says this. I want you to search the entire area shown on this map. Take any route you want, but report how many times you turn in the process. You're free to turn left or right, but U-turns are strictly forbidden. The Bobbies completed their shift and returned to report their turns. Judging by their reports, though, it seems at least one man wasn't telling the truth. Mark the liars with an X. So this one is actually pretty straightforward.
Alright, let's see. Give me a second.
So I'll give you a hint. You only need to find 2 liars.
2?
Yeah, only 2.
Uh,
So he said that you can turn left or right, but you cannot make
I got
U-turns. Alright.
got them. 105, 113.
Right.
And now to test my theory. Huh. Wonderful.
Sharp thinking. The 2 men who made 105 and 113 turns must have been goofing off. And since the man started on a horizontal path, you can interfere if they turn an odd number of turns, they've ended up on a vertical path and such. Conversely, if they made an even number of tours, they end up in a horizontal road. So yeah, that's basically why they're the liars.
Yeah. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. I must be off. The inspector and I need to sweep the area for clues. To watch yourself when you're out in the streets. There's no telling what's out there.
Likewise, officer. Alright, I got a diary key. Before we read that, he's got a puzzle for us. I think I was... Oh, no, wait, no, yeah, you were Kermit the Frog.
Welcome back, sirs. Still busy with the investigation, I see. Though lovely, our town is quite vast, so you need to take care not to tire yourself out. I'm sure your feet must be sore, so why not sit for a moment and enjoy this puzzle I've prepared? Nowhere near as Kermit the Frog, but okay.
I mean, it's close enough. Alright, lucky you. You've inherited a 5-square plot of land that's rich with precious metal. Each chunk of copper ore has a value of 1. Silver 1 is a value of 3, and a gold is a value of 5. Alright, you're only allowed to pick 5 squares of land for yourself, but the 5 squares must be connected with each other. Squares diagonal to one another doesn't count as connected. Alright, so your task is to find the most valuable 5-square plot as possible. Alright, so basically, if we were to do something like this, it will give us 5, 6... let's use a memo for this one. So if we were to do 1, 2, 3, 4... Alright, so we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. This whole area would be, let's see, 6. This will be 9 right here. We were to do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6. This would also be 9. We were to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This area would be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, this would be 8, and this one would be 2. However, if we were to do this, so we got 1, 2, then we got 5 and 5, and we got 10. So this is the land we want.
And now to test my theory. And there we have it.
Alrighty.
Ah, well done. Well done, sirs. You should begin to feel weary from running about town. Do stop in and rest. Periodic breaks can be quite refreshing for the mind and spirit, as well as the body.
Alrighty, we got another diary key. Alright, let's read them. Real quick. Alright. Father has always done what he wants, regardless of who objects. He's that way with everyone, even his sons. It's no wonder my younger brother always seems so irritated with him. Even so, he and I must endure Father's whims, because, as the next in line to rule Folsons, we cannot leave this town, even if we want to. We are stewards of this town, and we must stay here to watch over it. Here's the next one. No longer able to tolerate Father's selfish ways, my younger brother has left Folsons for good. Strangely enough, Father doesn't seem affected by it at all. If anything, he only seems more focused on extravagating even more gold from the mines. Is that miserable ore worth so much to him? I'm beginning to think that I will never understand that man. So we have a little bit of a family drama going on there. Alright, now I don't think you need to do this, but in the walkthrough, if I was to go upstairs, it will just be basically the professor and Luke checking up on Flora. If you do that, Flora will just say she's fine, and you just basically gotta tell her that, you know, you haven't found the box yet, but you found some useful clues and such. And that's about it.
Oh, so she doesn't tag along for the rest of the game?
No, basically she just stays in the hotel. Oh yeah, by the way, that woman we can't give her tea yet because we don't have the recipe. Anyway.
Alright.
Who was Dawson again?
You were.
I was? Okay.
You were coughed.
Alright. As much as I love antiques, I adore puzzles even more. I've got the vintage puzzle I'd love to share with you, if you like to listen. We'd be honored to hear it. Wonderful. This puzzle involves a certain rare vase in my collection. It's on display right over there. Alrighty, stones in a vase. Alright, this vase holds 101 stones, each identical in size and feel. There are 50 black stones and 51 white stones, racist. Now put on this blindfold, reach in, and pull out as many stones as you like. When you're finished, if you removed an equal number of black and white stones, you'll receive a number of gold pieces equal to the number of stones you pulled out. So how many stones should you remove to give yourself the best chance of removing equal number of stones while getting the most money possible?
100.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, because as he said, there's 101 stones in here. And if there's only 50 black stones and 51 white stones, then all you need to do is make sure that you have 50-50 for each, and then basically you get $100. Or 100 money, depending on what he's paying you with, but you're getting money either way.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Yeah, basically, they're just saying the same thing I just said. So, yep. Yeah, maybe you should actually, you know, strict the rules a little bit more if you don't want to lose your money that fast. Definitely solved. You're quite the sharp one, aren't you? Alrighty. Alright, let's continue. Alright. Who is Felix again?
I kind of forgot who was. I think it was Justin, if I'm correct.
Alright, I can replace Felix then.
Business has been slower than a one-legged turtle. With no customers, I don't really have much to do, you know.
Do you have any other duties here besides watching the door?
Yeah, little things. Just the other day, the boss, he tells me to make a copy of the menus. He shoved it off on me because it's a pain to do. What do you say to helping me fold these bad boys?
Alrighty. Alright, the menu you see here has been folded into thirds with a print on both sides, meaning there's a total of 6 pages to it. The boss needs lots of copies, but your copy machine can make a maximum of 2 adjacent menu pages at once. To save time, you want to complete a copy of the menu in as few passes through the machine as possible. So what is the fewest number of passes through the machine you need to make to create a full replica of the menu? Duplicate. It's duplicate.
I would say 3.
Alrighty, let's try it.
Here goes.
Yep.
That was almost too easy.
Good job. If you fold and copy the menu as shown above, you can make a complete duplicate of the menu in just 3 passes through the machine.